Please rise for the procession.
Professional.
Dr. Vinnie Nathan, Auburn University Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs.
War Eagle. Good morning. This morning we celebrate Auburn University's Spring 2026 graduates from the Raymond Harbert College of Business. We begin our ceremony with the presentation of the colors. Gentlemen, please remove your headdress, and everyone please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem. March on the colors. Joshua Thomas, a senior majoring in music education, who is from Opelika, Alabama, will lead us in singing our national anthem. Joshua, retire the colors. Please be seated. Commencement is the most distinguished and important ceremony we host at Auburn University. Before we begin our program, I would like to introduce some members of our platform party. As I call your name, please stand. Mr. Wayne Smith, representing the Auburn University Board of Trustees. Mrs. Elizabeth Huntley, representing the Auburn University Board of Trustees. Dr. Chase Bringardner, Associate Provost for Academic Affairs. Miss Michelle Sago-Johnson, a 1988 graduate of the College of Liberal Arts, who is the current Vice President of In-Flight Services and Catering Operations at United Airlines and this morning's commencement speaker. Mr. Corey Edwards, Assistant Vice President for Student Affairs. Mr. Jeff Moore, President of the Auburn Alumni Association. Dr. Stephen Taylor, Senior Vice President for Research and Economic Development. Mr. Kurt Sasser, Associate VP for Alumni Engagement. Mr. John Wagner, Secretary to the Board of Trustees. Dr. Jennifer Moeller Phillips, Dean and Wells Fargo Professor. Dr. Ash Abibi, Interim Dean of the Graduate School. Dr. Shali Zhang, Dean of the Auburn University Libraries. Dr. Kevin Yost, Associate Dean of Academic Affairs and Truist Professor. Ms. Tracy Richard, Executive Director of the Harbert Investment Center and Professor of Practice in Finance. Dr. Chris Retzel, Chair of the Department of Management and Entrepreneurship and Salonitary Fellow. Dr. David Paradise, Interim Chair of the Department of Supply Chain Management and Harbert Eminent Scholar. Dr. Jonathan Stanley, Director of the School of Accountancy and KPMG Professor. Dr. Casey Sigelski, Woodruff Professor in the Department of Business Analytics and Information Systems. Dr. Stacy Robinson, Lau Professor Lau Associate Professor in the Department of Marketing. Dr. Pei Shi, Privet Associate Professor in the Department of Business Analytics and Information Systems. Dr. Kerry Belcito, Lecturer in the Department of Management and Entrepreneurship. Dr. Heather Bono, Lecturer in the Department of Finance. Dr. Kristen Fortifer, Lecturer in the Department of Marketing. Dr. Rachel Prado, Senior Lecturer in the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry in the College of Sciences and Mathematics and Secretary-elect of the University Senate. Major Jamie Tate, Executive Officer, Army ROTC. Commander Quincy Hochard, Executive Officer, Navy ROTC. Lieutenant Colonel Meredith Young, Commanding Officer, Air Force ROTC. Dr. Katie Horseman, Associate Professor in the Department of Pathobiology in the College of Veterinary Medicine and today's mace bearer. Dr. Jefferson Jones, Associate Professor in the School of Accountancy and our graduation marshal. Dr. Jason Harbison, Assistant Director in the Office of Trademark and Licensing and today's announcer, and Mr. Stephen Geis, Interpreter for the Deaf in the Office of Accessibility. Our faculty and administrators are the very heart of our university. Today, they have worked together tirelessly to prepare our graduates for this moment. Let's have a round of applause for these university leaders. Please be seated. I would like to make a special note. President Roberts could not be with us today. If you know President Roberts as I do, there is only one reason why Dr. Roberts is not on stage today. He is attending his own child's graduation, and like all of you today, he is celebrating this milestone with his family. Now, for the reason we are here today, would all our candidates for graduation please stand and be recognized? Behind every graduate is a village of people who walked this journey with you. Parents who encouraged you, family members who sacrificed for you, teachers and mentors who guided you, and of course, friends who stood beside you through every late night and long semester. Graduates, you truly do have the loveliest village behind you. So I ask that you please take a moment to turn and offer a big Auburn thank you to those who are here today or those who may be joining us by live stream and who helped you reach this milestone. Please be seated. Since Auburn's founding in 1856, more than 340,000 students have earned degrees from this institution. This weekend, we welcome a record 5,538 more graduates into that proud family. The number itself is not what matters most. What matters is the difference that each of you will make in the lives of others as Auburn graduates. Auburn alumni serve communities, lead organizations, expand knowledge, and work every day to make the world better. Today, you join that enduring tradition. As you leave Auburn, you leave with more than a diploma. You carry the responsibility to use your knowledge, your character, and your compassion to make a difference. The education you received here has prepared you not only for a career, but for a life of purpose. Our commencement speaker understands that journey extremely well. As the Vice President of In-Flight Services and Catering Operations at United Airlines, Michelle Sago Johnson leads more than 30,000 employees who deliver the onboard experience for customers traveling around the world. In addition to overseeing global catering operations that support flights through more than 145 kitchens worldwide, she also oversees the hiring and training of flight attendants across 8 training centers in the United States, Guam, and London. But Michelle's journey to that role began right here in the Plains at Auburn University. Growing up in Montgomery, Alabama, in a family with deep Auburn roots, her father, Frank Sago, who's an Auburn graduate and former sports editor of the Commencement, made her a simple offer. He told her that she could attend college anywhere she wanted, but that he would gladly pay for Auburn. As you might imagine, that made the choice a little easier. Michelle arrived at Auburn in 1984 and graduated in 1988 with a degree in political science and speech communication. Her plan after graduation was to attend law school. But like many journeys, hers took an unexpected turn. During a gap year, her fiancé, now her husband of more than 30 years, suggested that she try working as a flight attendant. What was meant to be a short stop along the way to becoming an attorney became the start of a remarkable career. Michelle joined Delta Airlines and spent nearly 2 decades growing into leadership roles in in-flight operations, training, and safety. Along the way, she helped guide teams through some of the aviation industry's most significant moments, including the operational merger of Delta and Northwest, and she was also instrumental in the industry's efforts to strengthen aviation security after September 11. In 2010, Michelle's journey continued to United Airlines. Over the years, she has taken on increasing leadership roles before being named a vice president in 2022. Today, Michelle helps guide one of the largest in-flight service organizations in the world. But her story reminds us that sometimes the most meaningful journeys begin with a simple decision to try something new, to try something different. Please join me in welcoming home a proud Auburn alumna, Michelle Sago Johnson, who will deliver your commencement address.
Well, let me begin. Thank you so much, Provost Nathan, for the invitation to speak today. I am truly, truly honored. And I have a few remarks to share with you. I do know I'm between you and walking across the stage, so I will definitely keep that in mind. But this is truly, for the graduates, one of the most important days in your life. Receiving your diploma today from Auburn is beyond a significant accomplishment. Auburn is a special place, as you know, and being a graduate of Auburn is something that will connect you with each other for life. Since graduating, I've had the opportunity to travel many places, and I always feel a sense of pride when I see someone wearing an Auburn shirt or an Auburn cap. It is an immediate bond. And that unique War Eagle greeting we give each other, well, it's kind of like a secret handshake, except louder. I know that was a tough one to laugh at. So I do have to share one of my War Eagle moments with you. And this is a true story. So here we go. This happened a few years ago just down the road in Atlanta. I stopped by Chick-fil-A for a routine order of nuggets, sweet tea, and Chick-fil-A sauce. Now, I know I don't need to explain myself to this audience. The drive-through line is backed up, so I run inside. I'm waiting to order. And I notice the guy standing next to me is wearing an Auburn shirt. Well, that's always exciting. So naturally, I lean over and I say, War Eagle. Well, nothing. So, okay, that's odd. But he just stares straight ahead, no reaction. So I assume he didn't hear me. I say it again a little louder, War Eagle. He looks at me now, moving on to a state of confusion and clearly irritated. And he says exactly like this: "I don't know what you're saying to me." Well, I'm completely caught off guard, but I try to explain quickly, like, Auburn, War Eagle, you're wearing an Auburn shirt. Well, again, true story. Pause, long pause. And then he says, completely serious and now puzzled, "I don't know. I just borrowed this shirt." Okay, in that moment, I sincerely realize he's completely rethinking ever running out of clean clothes again. I also realize I am one moment away from giving him the entire story behind the War Eagle battle cry, the history of Aubie, and why we are the Auburn Tigers, because he is wearing an Auburn shirt. But lesson learned to all of you: if you loan out your Auburn gear, caution folks, they may hear War Eagle and they need to respond appropriately. And I will say and admit that working in Chicago, I have been waiting for an occasion to tell that story to a group that gets it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I got it out of my system now. I won't need to tell it again in Chicago because they won't get it. So speaking of work, 35 years has given me time to experience a lot of learnings, and I wanted to share just a few of them with you today in hopes that they will resonate now or maybe be useful at some point in the future. And I like to refer to these simply as the what and the how. When you think about it, two people can do the exact same thing, but how they do it can be completely different. And that difference will determine their level of success and their impact. So I'd like to share just a few of those hows that, as I look back, have guided me. I've learned no matter what the assignment or what the role, how you connect with people and how you build relationships can accelerate your success, even in business. These attributes, in addition to others, are part of your personal brand or how you show up. You have the power to define your brand through intentional everyday actions. Now, working in the aviation industry, getting people where they want to go safely, that's just table stakes. What differentiates a successful airline brand is the customer experience and how you make people feel. You've probably heard it said that people won't remember what you said, but they will remember how you made them feel. I share this with you as it does apply beyond just an organization centered around customer service, but in any field. And reflecting on my journey, making people a priority, well, it's become even more important at each leadership step I've taken. And throughout your career, you will most likely progress through distinct roles which present many opportunities. A lesson I often share with people just getting started in their career is to think of every experience, no matter what it is, as a time to learn and grow as a leader. How you approach your first job, how will you show up? Will you be the one that raises your hand, generates ideas, and influences others? Will you stand out as a leader no matter what your title? As your career progresses, you may take on the title of manager or something very similar. However, don't let it be confused with leader. Both are critical roles in an organization, and you can serve in both. However, there is a difference. Leaders inspire, innovate, and motivate people, and managers focus on executing effectively. I like to say it this way: managers do things right, leaders do the right things. And a final lesson learned is how important it is to balance work and life. As you get busy with your career, marriage, and family, I know it seems like a lifetime away, but your personal time does get compressed. For me, I have always loved my work, and as a result, have poured countless hours into it. When you take on a lot, it's easy to make yourself less a priority. And I found myself in that reality with a shocking outcome, all because I didn't take time for the most simple, routine health checkups. And it was, unfortunately, the diagnosis of stage 2 breast cancer. Initially, it was a very difficult time dealing with a lot of uncertainty, tons of doctor's appointments, but I knew with all of that and great doctors, just a positive mindset would make a difference. So 8 years later, I'm doing great, but I will tell you, it could have been a much easier road traveled with just a few better decisions. And I often share my story in hopes that it just inspires even one person to make their health and wellness a priority and just take a little time for yourself. As wonderful as it is to be successful, no matter how you define success, your health truly is your wealth. And finally, one of my favorite quotes, and another way to think about the how is the following, because you have to have a lot of quotes in a graduation address. So, ability is what you're capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do. Attitude determines how well you do it. So through years of leading others, I learned much more about a person and how they handle disappointment versus how they handle success. Projects and jobs, well, they're inherently challenging, and someone who shows they can overcome setbacks with a positive outlook really is the person that stands out. I faced this dilemma personally when my position was changed and downgraded, never fun, during a reorganization earlier in my career. I soon realized I had choices, but ultimately if I elected to stay in the new role, my attitude really would determine my future. Fast forward, my decision, and more importantly, my viewpoint, it enabled me to learn different skills that I never would have learned before, grow as a leader, and then subsequently actually resulted in greater career advancement. Before I wrap up, I wanted to also give another shout out to parents, family, and friends that are here today or watching online. I know it is such a proud moment for all of you as well. As mentioned, my husband and I met years ago. He's here, my husband Mike, also graduated from Auburn. Our son, our daughter, our son-in-law are all here today to join the celebration, also all graduated from Auburn, as well as my best friend and college roommate of 4 years, and her mom, also from Auburn. We clearly only hang out with Auburn people. But I share that with you because Auburn is so special, and I'm sure you two are leaving Auburn with relationships and memories that will last a lifetime. I personally credit Auburn with setting the foundation for me, giving me knowledge, experiences, connections that have led me to where I am today personally and professionally. And for you, the education, values, and traditions of Auburn are now a part of who you are. And there is no doubt you will go on to do extraordinary things. So I'll end my remarks today with 7 short, unforgettable words that I know are so meaningful to all of us. And they are the last 7 words of the Auburn Creed. I believe in Auburn and love it. Congratulations again, War Eagle.
Thank you, Michelle, for your inspiring remarks. Now, it is my pleasure to invite our Associate Provost for Academic Affairs, Dr. Chase Bringardner, to introduce our students graduating with academic honors.
Thank you, Provost Nathan. War Eagle. First, I would like to recognize those students graduating with honors based on their cumulative grade point averages. Students with grade point average between 3.4 and 3.59 graduate cum laude, and I ask our cum laude degree candidates to rise and be recognized. Please be seated. Students with a grade point average of 3.6 to 3.79 graduate magna cum laude, and I ask our magna cum laude degree candidates to rise and be recognized. Please be seated. Students with a grade point average of 3.8 and above graduate summa cum laude, and I ask our summa cum laude graduate degree candidates to rise and be recognized. Please be seated. Would all those who have earned a distinction within the Honors College please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. Auburn is home to several esteemed honor societies that recognize exceptional academic achievement, including Phi Beta Kappa, our nation's most prestigious academic honor society for graduates in the arts and sciences, and Phi Kappa Phi, our nation's oldest and most selective collegiate honor society for all academic disciplines. Would graduates who are members of Phi Beta Kappa and/or Phi Kappa Phi please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. Finally, I would like to recognize our military service members. Would all active duty and veteran service members in the audience, as well as our graduates who are being commissioned into our military services this weekend, please stand. Thank you for your service to our country. We now come to the conferral of our degrees. I invite Dr. Jennifer Mueller-Phillips, Dean of the Harbert College of Business, to come forward and present the student marshal and candidates approved by the faculty and recommended for the appropriate bachelor's degrees.
Good morning. Would Elizabeth Claire Dubois please stand? On behalf of the Harbert College of Business, it is my great pleasure to introduce our student marshal, Claire Dubois, who is graduating today with a Bachelor of Science in Business Analytics. Originally from Birmingham, Alabama, Claire found her place in the Harbert College of Business after discovering that business analytics combined her strengths in mathematics and problem solving with her desire to work with people and build meaningful professional relationships. During her time here, Claire served as a peer instructor for business analytics and information systems management courses, and as a career ambassador for the Office of Professional and Career Development. She was also a member of Alpha Gamma Delta, where she served as Vice President of Academic Excellence, and volunteered as a youth soccer coach in the Auburn Opelika community. As Claire reflects on her Auburn journey, two tenets of the Auburn Creed stand out: the importance of the human touch and investing in others, and the realization that she can do hard things. Following graduation, Claire will begin her career with Deloitte in Atlanta as an IT audit consultant. We are so proud of your accomplishments, Claire. Please join me in once again congratulating Harbert Student Marshal Claire Dubois. Now, would all bachelor's degree candidates from the Harbert College of Business please rise? This is a wonderful sight, and I look forward to shaking each of your 1,020 hands momentarily. This is your last test as a business student. Trustee Smith, Provost Nathan, and Associate Provost Bringardner, on behalf of the faculty and the Harbert College of Business, it is my pleasure to present these students for the conferral of the bachelor's degree.
Good morning. It's a great day in Auburn, Alabama. I have the pleasure of giving the shortest speech and the most important speech. So here we go. By virtue of the authority vested in me as a member of the Board of Trustees of Auburn University, I do now confer upon each of you the bachelor degree in which you're entitled with all the rights, privileges, and obligations thereto pertaining. Please be seated. Congratulations, and God bless you all.
Graduates, you will now come forward to be introduced as Mr. Harbison calls your name to receive your copy of the Auburn Creed.
Elizabeth Claire Dubois. Jet Matthew Thomas. Brooke Lauren Twiner. Ethan Cole Gutowski. Logan Hall. William Yokel. Benjamin Blunt Bigham. David Jeffrey Sauceda. Peyton Taylor Sumrall. Grant Stevenson. Griffin Even. Luca Salvatore Salmieri. Jackson Ackerman. Nicholas Scott Newton. Christopher Allen Baker II. Thomas Foster. W. Knox Heron. Hardwick Parks Walthall. Sua Howe. Olivia Jung. Sophie Yun. William Kaiser. Abigail Elise Lackey. Catherine Arlette Gervais. Lance Reed Dye. Pierce Asa Rankley. Parker Benjamin McIntyre. Brandon Clay Shackelford Jr. Kyle Joseph Gardner. Sarah Marcel. Mary Melaine Packer. Kendall Wood. Sydney Claire Bass. L. Dennis Gilbert. Paige Marie Keener. Elizabeth Jane McNaughton. Emma Marie Musolf. Jack Vincent Dawsey. Zachary Michael Lightfoot. Toby Cooper Norman. Robert Clifford Turnipseed. Thomas Brooks Roberts. Mark Bradley Soper. Caleb Harwell. Wilson Glenn Thrift. Dean Michael Arubarina Jr. Parker Douglas Cameron. Mason Richard Sloan. Nicholas Morell Acey. James Reed Hamblin. John Douglas Fry Jr. Jenna Marie Poole. Ella McKenna Short. Elizabeth Vale Anderson. Brinley Hollins von Herbulis. Ava Bowen Sargent. Lauren Ashley O'Rear. Reese Mackenzie Pazent. Mary Lindley Herring. Spencer Allen Barrett. Baron Ropp. Caroline Ruby Wilcox. Paige Elise Ruland. Ella Denton. Ainsley Elizabeth Shepard. Catherine Charlotte Blake. Caitlin Elizabeth Walters. Samantha Latalardo. Danielle Latalardo. Brooke Nicole Wolf. Madison St. John Hemphill. Richard Birch Cochran. Leland Ann Anderson. Elizabeth Catherine Schultz. Alexandria Marcel Russell. Natalie Heather Kelso. Emily Susan Watson. John Francis Friend. Justin Mario Frediani. Caitlin Alyssa Shook. Lindsay Adam. Emma Rose Pastor. Grace Holland Knowles. Caitlin Marie Brown. Jolie Elise Green. Jaden Anna Green. Grace Diane Clay. Andrew Batson. Luke Aaron Fullenwider. Jonathan Chase Belizio. William Mason Whitehurst. Olivia Ann Steed. Margaret Ellen Rogan. Erin Hope Selesky. Lauren Newcomb. Allison Page DeJonovic. Ainsley Madison Kelsey. Morgan Elizabeth Green. Lauren Elizabeth Hall. Harrison Irby. William Eston Mitchell. Emma Charmaine Sherlin. James Matthew Goupet. Evan Poole. William Edward Richards. Megan Sue Rose Fogarty. Natalie Marie Fleury. Mackenzie Ann Davis Boyette. Rhonda Elena Woods. Cassidy Crawford. Avery Elizabeth Storm. Michael Keene. Braden Locke Leadingham. Kaylee Elizabeth Leadingham. Janae Kutzi. Abigail Kate Steele. DJ Bennett. Zach Alabin. Mara Elizabeth Little. Alexandra Marie Underwood. Olivia Rose Moore. Andrew Clemmer. Baxley Lawrence Burton. Elena Christine Berrigan. Lorenzia Nawaba Nali Rao. Perry Marie Solik. Karis Ann Aiken. Sadie Faith Cope. Kendall Brewer. Grant A. Sigelski. Caden Mobley. Logan Paul Davis. Abby Holbert. McKinley Taylor Loudon. Giovanna Lee Addy. Anna Renee Pascal. Kennedy Leanne Head. Noah Schwartz. Jordan Drucker. Madeline Topping. Ty Bennett. Brooke Rowe. Emma Catherine Williams. Lindsay Rogers. Madeline Elizabeth Kesterson. Maxwell Martin. William Nicholas Mina. William Miller. Catherine Eloise Rees. Robert Stone Hudders II. Mary Huggins. Chloe Ann Owen. Frances Grace Callagaz. Lillian Ladd Odom. Elizabeth Ann Fromdahl. Kylie Suzanne Walls. Jonathan Ross Jackson. McKenna Mary Leanne Claypool. Isabel Anna Hensler. William Frank Watson. Alexandra Faith Wallace. Jillian Kate Hebel. Lily Edwards. Catherine Louise Brown. Mae Browning Howell. Margaret Reed Morgan. Sarah Caroline Lott. Virginia Frances Watts. Margaret Crackey. Emmy Catherine Snyder. Zachary J. Odell. John McMillan Gaston. Johnny Ray Dunnigan. Alex William Perry. Christian Mark Green. Elizabeth Lee Klein. Kelly Grace Krupski. Summerson Louise Hauk. Gabrielle Yori. Clarissa Rodriguez. Sandra Hayes. Annalie Daler. Emily Lane Wigley. Alexis Danielle Christenberry. Riley Elizabeth Webster. Kate Francis Wisniewski. Eric Rush. Jack Devereaux. Zane Boardman. Avery Lene Holdcroft. Lindsay Brooke Klepper. Jenna Michelle Argo. Jordan Blythe Hensley. Alejandra Escalera Rodriguez. Elliot Dana Esses. Jonathan Howard Layfield Jr. Ella McKee Harper. Madeline Elizabeth Facto. Corbett James Fowler. James Brody Garmany. Braxton Ross Neely. Louis Nani. Lehman Benjamin Easterling IV. Owen Chilton Hammonds. Albert Watkins Key III. Daniel Gosk. Braden Tobias Harrison. Benjamin Jackson Shinkunis. Carter Lee Petty. Isaiah Israel Benolio. Charlie Rose Grigaitis. Lucy Renee Cox. Ann Dayton Devane. Anna Catherine Goolsby. Sarah Kate Phillips. Sadie Elizabeth LaCroix. Jackson Delaney. Randall Hill Stokes. Ashton Banks DeBent. Courtney Emma Wilson. Riaz Singh Chata. Harrison Daniel Weber. Joshua Sims. Brendan William Roberts. Dean Homsey. Ryan Matthew Kennedy. Grayson Strickland. Thomas Dean Rhodes. Chung Min Kim. Carter Eric Kite. Sam Key. Rains Anthony. Olivia Lynn Schaff. Eleanor Schaefer. Isabella Mary Malatino. Madeline Mouton. Vaughn Strength. Robert Denzel Schmitz Jr. Matthew Christian Osterbauer. Dylan Taziri Barish. Alexandra Camille Hense. Aditi Singh. Caitlin Brooke White. Catherine Rose Dalton. Ella Catherine Haywood. Kelsey Marie Hobbs. Emily Hale Green. Hart Noel Yost. Evan Dunn. Tucker Owen Garrett. Drake Albritton. Arthur Burton Hahn IV. Walker Bryce McFadden. Hunter Thorough. Ashton D. Maloney. Brady Dwayne Robinson. Garrison Lake Gilmore. Blaine Andrew Staskell. Victor Russell Salatur IV. Jack Carlton Rainey. Heather McCown. Claire Reagan Harrison. Alexis Dagan Robbins. Audrey Elise Gillum. Rachel DeFore. Noella Ridge. Mary Parker Sims. Grace Lee. Sophie Michelle Hancock. Ansley Kate Cotton. Wesley Ann Barnes. John Daniel Parker. Swepson Vernon Frazier Jr. Sarah Elizabeth Turner. Emily Wynn. Olivia Stanley. Sarah Lynn Ryan. Jake Aaron Mann. Aubrey Waters. Andrew Christopher Huff. Elizabeth Camilla Barber. Connie Ann Childs. Isabel Frances Haynes. Elizabeth Ann Dominy. Mary Allen Richardson. Ashton Margaret Pellerin. Narcissa Grace Murray. Holland Elizabeth Proctor. Sophie Christine Anderson. Austin Benjamin Clash. Broden Michael Grady. Bryson David Serena. Catherine Grace Christian. Caroline Bennett Johnston. Owen B. Pettis. Henry Middleton Stewart. Anthony Joseph Larissa IV. Austin Grace Suber. Kaylee Elizabeth Wilson. Miles Gumbrell. Charles Swanner Anderson. Patrick Maloof. Stuart Samuel Franklin. Bryce Thomas Calloway. Frederick Dara Preston Jr. Bryson McCrary. Ige Sertos. Taylor Elise Darby. Elizabeth Brooke Walker. Karis Warby. Alexis Caroline Milanowski. Matthew Keith Brown. Kennedy Lauren Brooks. Diana Isabel Velasquez. Samuel Hurt Rogers. Cameron Wells Brown. James Michael Napier. Clark Willis Creech. Joshua Jean Catlett. Samuel Powers. Matthew James Peterson. Jacob William Griffith. Theodore Robert Latimer. Cole William Meyer. Ryan Peyton Samancic. Abigail Grace Smith. Amanda Grace Anderson. Grant Herr. Olivia Francis Rome. Mary Hannah Driggers. Kylie Bell. Allison S.B. Smith. Josephine Elizabeth Scalisi. Ann Neely Shackelford. Madison Mackenzie Hudson. Daniel Ingram Thornton III. William Payne Carroll. Matthew Cade Collins. Matthew Ely. Jacob Fortson Balzer. Nicholas Stacy. William Lee Milling. Charles D. Thomas. Garrett Cato. Samuel Patrick Henry Boyd. Carter Bruce Jones. Lauren Harding Smith. Jack Phillips Farrell. Ella Grace Jordan. Margaret Catherine Kevin. Annabella Bragdon. John Bilder. Tanner Graham Bishop. Sophie Josephine Heller. Kennedy Fenton. Elijah Caleb Graham. Sarah Catherine Valiant. Kylie Merritt. Chapel Allison Bryers. Ansley Brooke Gatlin. Matthew Cobb. Caden Thomas Jackson. Sims Obear Stokes. Adam Polchinski. Emma Frances Zellner. Ellen Kendall Anderson. Mackenzie Marie Lee. John Collins Deal. Edward Carty Showen. Brendan Christopher Simich. Bronson Jackson. Bonnie Claire Fowler. Mallory Ann Bennett. Madeline Ray Coker. Sarah Reeves Thomas. Lewis Tucker Ramsey III. Hayden Blake Mitchell. James Brewer. Madison Elizabeth Crane. Matthew Joseph Hodgins. Jacob Wright Summers. Matthew Daniel Moonen. Nate Mixon. Cole Bryant. Hunter Burleson Scruggs. John Patrick Leonard. Parker Blaze St. Raymond. Jackson Fletcher Adamson. Brandon Paul Woolley. Hogan Jones. Thomas Panado. Connor McKay Ford. Aaron Connor Pearson. Alexander Zilstra. Riley Barrett Cox. Olivia Claire Parker. Roger Brian Huckle Jr. Jordan Elizabeth Nolan. Lana Ashley Rudd. Stella Elizabeth Bowers. Tyler Lentz. Charles Emmanuel Shepard. Andrew Nicholas Colley. Joseph Starker. Brett Nastandi. Jameson Edit Madden. Megan Zilke. Grace Miller-Smith. Vicki Elizabeth Guidry. Samuel Ernest Woodfin. Paige A. Martin. Felicity Grace Guo. Suman Kang. Tao Lee. Sadie Grace Kramer. Kennedy Rose Dixon. Madeline Kate Hitchens. Megan Elizabeth Mueller. Whitney Ward. Ella Milburn. Samantha Royals. Selena Ray Saunders. Catherine Claire Hawes. Jackson Daniel Friend. Absalom J. Quincy. Peter Kelly. Benjamin Cole Womble. William Joseph Pettyjohn. Jackson Taylor Helms. John Andrew McKay. Broderick Bowen Howard. Jackson Rich. James Hardin Smallwood. William Fletcher Owens. William Kramer Lidback. Sidney Deering Scarborough. Holland Kelly Hensley. Madeline May Constant. Kara Michelle Stevenson. Christiana Killo. Frederick MacArthur. Paige Taylor Armstrong. Kara Elizabeth Silk. Avery McCall Britt. Peyton Burgess. Carson Potter. Camden Nix. Cameron Joseph Cruzy. Taylor Ann Wright. Sadie Lutz. Emily Kendall. Evan Donald Kendall. Ashley Shaw Young. Shannon Elizabeth Ward. Sophia Alexandra Ratcliffe. Carson McKenna Filoni. Stephen Tyler Collins. William Waller. Dylan Ryan Dennis. Jansen Strain. Charles Thiede. Cullen Martin Gillespie. Grant Mason. William Lane Barnes. George Henderson Sisson. Carson James Acola. Ashley Kate Mann. Carson Elizabeth Thomas. Madison Cecile Slater. Kylie Grace Sebastian. Owen Blake Broadwell. Johanna Samantha Mondragon Olvera. Jenna Yellum Kim. Catherine Onley Leaf. Maya Elizabeth Yarmark. Isabella Ann Peruzzi. Amelia Grace Grieg. Augusta Harper Jones. Carmen Ann Tooten. Cole F.P. Goodson. Caroline Cross Helms. Janie Allison Northington. Ellie Grace Fountain. Brooks Aaron McRae. Stephen Smith. Fisher Lee Wright. William Randall Evans Jr. Kurt Glass. Nicholas Robert Nelson. Zachary Silas Kiesling. Wiley Gibson Fields. Cooper McClintock. Trent Gibson Edwards. Benjamin Towns Harriman Jr. William Jeffrey Wright. William Albright Pyron. John Robert Cascarella. Christian Sage Barnett. Colby Smith. Marissa Ann Williams. Anna Margaret Louch. Lauren Annelle Fucci. Sydney Grace Schroeder. Asa C. Ernest. Grady Scott Marshall. Garrett Roselle. Ethan Flynn. Quinn Joseph O'Connor. Chloe Britton Holcomb. Kayla Hope Evans. Lauren Ivy. John Knitter. Gerald Leon Wallace III. Grace Elizabeth Allen. Hannah Elizabeth Wu. Olivia Grace Myers. Molly Ann Moyer. Elizabeth Harper Etheridge. Ashley Smith. Avery Blake Johnson. Gavin Scott Smith. Gwen J. Park. John Bone. Brandon Wiersma. Broderick Scott Schaefer. Stone Alexander Middlebrooks. Joshua Davis Pemberton. Carly Weinrich. Rika Kellen. Christopher Basich. Katie O'Brien. Ellen Ann Cowell. Megan Sophia Soriano. Riley Marie Early. Catherine Greer Van Hoven. Harper Armstrong. Kaylee Lauren Smith. Addison Grace Evans. Claire Elise Candies. Stephen J. King. Luke Patterson Kennedy. Jackson Allen Davis. Timothy Jacob Belair. Robert Jackson Campbell. Gray Lacey. Andrew Jackson Shoemaker. Travis James Smith. Andrew Kenton Hall. Landon Larry. Dylan Ronald Miller. Thomas Pierce Hoover. Dylan Carter Teedy. Trey Isaiah Zerlot. Caitlin Stuckey. Christopher Delaria. Colton Darrell Simpson. Ellie Marie Ashcraft. Anna Spencer Lawley. Jennifer Blevins. Mary Lucille Young Hudgens. Samantha Faye Counts. Callista Lambert. Anna Claire Bowden. Tate John Cutler. Casey Cullen. Kylie Kidd. Callie McKinnon. John Van Zandt. Grant Griffin. Colby Edward Vogel. Matthew Roof. Maka Charamba. Connor Albatali. Henry Frederick Sternstein. Jack T. Pucciano. Caitlin Shepard. Jana Hope Steely. Noah Quinn Prey. Trent Russell Smith. Catherine Delaney Little. Olivia Aaron Pryor. Colin Anthony Shank. Drew Ethan Stiskin. Tyler Alexander Brown. Anna Isabella Victory Fox. Alexandra Claire Stinson. Brenna Diane Oxley. Dante Nathaniel Snodgrass. Cole Hutton. Luke Henry McNeil. Joseph Boland Dykes. Charles Tucker Lee. Grace Eleanor Huff. Alyssa Taylor Ely. Sarah Clay Norris. Robert Preston Jeffcoat. William O'Keefe Butler. Joseph Harrison Hingson. Clayton Banks Harper. Reed Ledbetter. Matthew Jacob Hughes. Wade Allen Scroggins. Christian Scott Crowell. Andrew Sheely Jordan. Evan Jeffrey Frazier. Mason Kiger. Trevor Michael Tallarico. Jack Richard Seifert. Jordan Pacuris. Carson Wilkins. Nicholas Ryan Berg. Jenna Lynn Aronson. Brooke Lindsay Wells. Laura Emily Haney. Andrew William Jenkins. Ryan Daniel Holmes. Benjamin Baum. Holden M. Blake. Molly Bridget Proctor. Catherine Grace Cooper. Lily Grace Harold. Nate Meklowitz. Holden Thomas Hall. Allison Adele Riley. James Nikolai Fincher. Parker Lee Grace. Julia Dawn Richards. Jack Collins. George Pope. Samuel Benson Whiting. Tate Kellum Gilley. Bo William Crone. Cole Silvio Delicio. Lucas Kurt Schellhammer. Colin Scott Henson. Carter Nicholas Losi. Grayson Montgomery Greer. Oliver Glenn McClendon. Finley Sosby. Jake Williams Hogue. Jacob Cox. Alexander Ordway. Nicholas Kraus. Ian Mercer. Elijah Knight. Bridget Elizabeth Monahan. Jonathan Winslow Davis. Thomas Stephen Toma. Gavin Bryce Bechtel. Michael Murray. Benjamin Thomas Piot. Thomas Clayton Ellis. Michael Patrick Kernan. Georgia E. Miller. Sydney Lee Cantor. Mignon Millette Andrews. Tuck Wilson. Colin Albright. Jacob Tucker. Rhodes Scott. Christelle Jeanette Taylor. Fields Hopkins. Connor Baker. Jonathan Daniel Rudy. William Ryan Kite. Colin M. Lynch. Tyler Wilkes. Nicholas Leo. Eric Richard Demick. William Walker Grooms Jr. John Haller Lander. Jackson Speaks. Victoria Gail Solano. Caroline Green. Jackson Heath Palmer. Jackson Ryder Sprague. James Freeman. Samuel J. Kwasinski. William Cameron Packer. Jackson Gray Haddon. Emma Sophia Michon. Louis Frank Ayers III. Ethan Olive. James McMahon Toomey. Michael Vincent Delvicio. Anna Ryan Harold. Serena Joy Wheaton. Lucy Walton Rachels. Jack Marion Roberts. Leilani Catherine Parks. Clayton Everett Morrison. Samuel Joseph Munton. William Byers. Lily Cameron Bogardas. Jacob Patrick Martin. Trey Schlimmer. Cade McCary. Gabriel Isaiah Moody. Lindsay Catherine Thomas. Reagan Aspen Peterson. Kelsey Cox. Michael Jason Constantino III. Michael Edward Seegers. Samuel Luke Hollier. Dylan Lee Pilgreen. Ryan Gruters. Chase Barrows Tilashowski. Devin Jekowitz. Brody Scott Brostrom. Jackson DeRusi Armstrong. Bailey Claire Hale. Ella Speaker. Tenley Kate Benefield. Jackson James Pastore. Jonah Milan Bujanik. Nathaniel Paul Kinsey. Ryan William Doolittle. Nicholas Fuentes. Catherine Elise Danley. Emma Hope Claflin. Sarah Trong. Madeline Kai Myers. Amy Herta Athing. Emily Ann Mazingo. Olivia Lynn Saunders. Michael Dominic Bridges. William James Condon. Brent Tinshert. Brooke Sprinklin. Jake Fleet. Keller Allen. Hunter Christian Stover. Jackson Sizemore Ansley. Colin Crowder. Carter Price. Ashlyn Powers. Louisa Sutton Bonner. Nicole Guth. Ella Patricia Nelson. Savannah Grace Weiss. Annalise Marie Avery. Maya Gabriella Patros. James Sasser. Jack Bodner. Clifford Hennessy. Luke William DeGrosse. Nicholas Kyle Balga. Aiden Parker Klontz. William Schuyler Severance. Harrison Parrish Weber. Grayson Joseph Knapp. Evan McLeod Oxspring. Griffin O'Neill. Jackson Van Major. Joseph Lillis. Caden Erkenbrack. Timothy James Mead. Aubrey Danielle Ray Hill. Virginia Ann Miller. Ayusha Masuria. Yash Lala. Jennifer Lauren Dumbacher. Mallory McWhorter. Robert Marzell Montgomery. David Allen Fisher. Amelia Claire Cooper. Ryan Elizabeth Scruggs. Leah Palmer South. Wyatt K. Pate. Gabriel Lopez. Bryson Lucas Decker. Brandon Maddox Anthony. James Hudson Witt. Henry Harris. Aaron Wesley Kale. Clayton Kraft. Cooper Joseph Russ. William Gavin Vesey. Thomas Grayson Palmer. Jackson Tice Moore. Murdoch. Gilmer Lethco Murdoch IV. George William Martin. Charles Eugene Baxter. John Hagan McGuire. Daniel Collins Stencil. Darian McCade Tidwell. Austin Eli Ferris. Kate Chandler Lang. Sophie Marie Harris. Mackenzie Grace Cumby. Yehir Amigdio Reyes. Harrison Dale Strong. Shuhan Yang. Jake Hudson Majors. Nicholas Charles Frost. Reese Garner. Gage Palmer. Colin Brooks Sims. Hardin David Williams. William Scott Franklin Jr. Christian Marty. Duncan Owens Tapscott. Clayton Vankowski. Blake Thornell. Conrad Kruger. Hayden Carpenter. Michael Basco. Trevor Norris Booten. Logan Edwards. Charles William Gagliano III. Elena Charlotte Foley. Ashley Rose Chase. William Beetle Huff. Nicholas Tate McKelvey. Mason Andrew Fowler. Rachel Lynn Wandrick. Caleb Paul Basselin. Thomas George Dipple. Maxwell Ross Galliano. Carter Ellis Kennedy. Charles D. Spain. Frank Arominas Lyles III. Haddon Stubbs. Wade Carden. John Benjamin Stevens. Carter Busby. Nicholas James Liberis. Luke Jacobs. John Vincent Preka. Dylan Clark Hoseman. Lauren Connor. Palmer O'Melia. Dominic Joseph Valenzuela. Reese Crow. Garrett James New. Carson S. Lentz. Julia Barfield. Emily Grace Barfield. Christina Davenport. Meg Fletcher. Helen Caitlin Fletcher. Lily Harris Phillips. Alexandra Ray Wenham. Tessa Grace Cochran. Julie Elizabeth Arrington. Anna Claire Keith. Cameron Grace Walker. Amelia Verdon. Hagen Blackwell. Quinn Jacob Donovan. Broden Moran. William Peter Green. William Haston Alexander IV. Garner Luke Reebles. Paul Thompson. Joel David McClinton III. Jeremy James Schmidt. Harrison Miller. Tyler Patrick Reese. Joseph Allen. Trent Trousdale. Branson Alexander Walters. Isabel Zoe Allen. Madison Lynn Morrell. Casey Bonney. Aaron Bonney. Anne Marie Durden. Ella Capri Kimbrough. Hannah Rose Harris. Fatima Santa Maria Alcantara. Paige Addison Fuyi Elliott. Anna Mary Stoltz. Jordan Amari Parker. Joshua Royshawn Floyd. Davis Head. Landon McLean. Wesley Connor Goodson. Connor Schumann. Joseph Robert King. Joseph Connor Morgan. Dorian Stalker Price. Jack F. Peterson. Hayden Robert Johnson. Lauren Avery Featherston. Holly Elizabeth Scarborough. Maddie Lee Reese. Leah Sophia Hansen. Ryland M. Segerson. Maddox Christopher Osborne. Hogan Harris. Logan Sutton. Enrique Arbello. Corbin Robert May. William Joseph Jones. Xander Glenn. William Matthew Carrington. Caleb Lee. Tommy Cassidy. Aaron Contreras. Catherine Holloway. Madeline Swade. Mary Ellen Brent Rutledge. Sarah Frances Blanks. Haley Ruth Hubbard. Sarah Aspen Trotter. Ashley May. Crystal Prisky. Ryan Bruce Bender. Jake Ellis Steen. Andrew Reed Kavnar Jr. Ryan Findlay. Aaliyah Freeman. Cameron Shamir Kimber. Jade Victoria Davis. Chandler Simone Ross. William Joshua Burns II. Nick Crutchfield. Amelia Lemons. Elizabeth Grace Dunnigan. Noah McDaniel. McRae Dickinson. Matthew Middall Bernstein. Garrett Parvin. Bryson Clay. Hay Sampson. Manning Smith. Evan Michael Thomas Pope. William Michael Ford. Ronald Cletus Strompel III. William Charles Andrews. Austin Henn. George Pascal Williams. Michael Anthony Bruno. Richard Brian Webb II. Jackson Gray Bowling. Benjamin Paul Bruno. David Cornelius. Harry Jones. Gregory Shamar Palmer. Tyler Marshall Horton. John Grayson Turnbull IV. Anderson Treese. Ryan John McTighe. Harrison James Garrison. Blake Evan Ellison. Nicholas Stone Rawlings. Gabriel Matthew Smouse. Holton Reed Persifeld. Griffin Wade Morris. Jackson Thomas Brownlow. McKinley O'Connor. Preston Ray Berry. Connor Moe. Griffin Ward McDonald. Zachary Michael Huber. Ryan Jacob Schultz. Paige Helene Prusak. Olivia Reese-Irian. Caroline Reese-Fisher. Eleanor Rose Kirkendall. Lily Ann Johnston. Emily Caroline Christopher. Carter Smith. Sierra Haley Cummins. William Christopher Donald. Caitlin Eloise Bates. Catherine Inglesby. Georgia Catherine Scott. Josie Leishaw Williams. Joseph Vincent Perry. David Coomer. Anna Mae Matejcek. Kate Elizabeth Hernandez. Joseph Blake Jernigan. John Bruce McNider III. McKenna Rowell. Sophie Dunn. Alyssa Terry. Wyatt Elliott. Bliss Boyle. Ethan Michael Gray. Ian Scott McKenzie. Logan Reed Gainey. Trenton Michael Waldrop. Thomas Carter Neal. Patrick Wilkins. Zachary Cook Kemper. Samuel Paul Click. Michael Cole Sefferin. Mitchell Craig Pelham. Caleb William Dover. Luke McClurkin. Thomas Reneker. Scarlett Marie Alvarado. Alexander Peter Karabmanolis. Matthew Walter Steiger. Robert Lane Mitchell III. Warner Thompson Fentress. Charles Douglas Lindsay. Henry Hoover Hamilton. James Thomas Coleman IV. Maxwell Ian Crow. Patrick Reese Marr. Henry Christopher Smith. Ian Andrew Hart Jr. Jacob Brewster Baker. Derek John DeAngelis. Sarver E. Adams. Brooks Andrus. John Andrus. Charles Curran Moores. Hong Mu Ding. William Bryan. Isabella Ann Weaver. Anna Noel Cooper. Ella Farabee. Jack Carr. Mason Riley Burnett. Carter Chase. William Henry Lair. Cole Logan Foster. Edward James Primavera. Benjamin Clayton Malone. Clayton Bro. Berkeley Michelle Knowles. Lillian Elizabeth Hood. Sophia Lynn McGroarty. Caitlin Snell. Shoshin Cho. Benjamin Allen Stewart. Conrad Whitfield Taylor. Brooke Lauren Corver. Alina Brooke Sen. Grace Renshaw. Anna Baylor. Lindsay Alexis Ruffin. Ashlyn Marie Bowman. Elise Marie Trumies. Caitlin Grace Taylor. Sellers Andrew Hickson. Todd Pershing Thornell Jr. Jacob Charles Lewis. Harold William Cottingham. Samuel Guy Middleton. Juan J. Lee. Fitzgerald Harrington Cassadaban. James Joseph Orr. Dawson Estes. Melanie Everett. Gabrielle Elizabeth Saylor. Ava Elizabeth Petty. Lola Marie Newman. Caesar Christian Bernal. McCullough Anthony Edge. William Prentice Duncan. Henry Philip James. William Joseph Talley. William Wyatt Brooks. Joseph Cunningham Daniel III. Mitchell Towns. Eli Clark. Alexander Shipley Abilene.
Let's congratulate all of our graduates one more time. At this time, I would like to ask Mr. Jeff Moore, President of the Auburn Alumni Association, to offer our graduates an official welcome.
Thank you, Provost Nathan. Congratulations in War Eagle. Now that you've fulfilled the academic requirements to earn your degree from Auburn University, you join an esteemed alumni network bound by the principles of hard work, honesty, and truthfulness, and a spirit that is not afraid. During your journey at Auburn, our devoted faculty and staff have sought to prepare you for future challenges by fostering innovative learning, strengthening your resilience, and nurturing your personal and professional growth. You're now poised to take on the world. Your hard work thus far is merely a prelude to greater achievements. While your education at Auburn is a springboard for your future success, the meaningful connections you've made here will continue to flourish as life takes you in different directions. Auburn University alumni have used their degrees to serve others, better their communities, and succeed in ways they may have never imagined when they wore their cap and gown. I have no doubt each of you will follow in these footsteps. As you go forth, remember that Auburn will always connect you to each other. Whether you stay in the loveliest village or move across the world, there are plenty of ways to stay connected to the Auburn family. As president of the Auburn Alumni Association, I'm honored to officially welcome you as Auburn alumni. So proud to share this special day with you. May you always believe in Auburn and love it. Once again, congratulations and War Eagle.
Congratulations to all our graduates whose degrees have been conferred this morning. Graduates, President Roberts joins us in thanking all of you for choosing Auburn University. It has been our privilege to serve you as your educators, mentors, members, and frankly, as your friends. As you begin the next chapter of your journey, know that wherever life takes you, Auburn will always be a part of your story, and this place will always welcome you back home. You may now turn your tassels to the left. We conclude our ceremony with the singing of the Alma Mater, led again by Joshua Thomas. Please stand and remain standing until the platform party has recessed from the stage. Please rise.
Thank you for joining us, and congratulations to our graduates. We ask that all graduates exit the arena floor out the door to behind your right shoulder. And guests, make your way to the main exits. Please join your graduates at the meetup tent located in the arena parking lot.